So good afternoon, everyone. I am thrilled to be here with you. We will kick off the program. So I am Kathy Berkran. I'm Associate Vice President for Organizational Development and Effectiveness as part of HR, Human Resources. I'm here on behalf of Vice President and Chief Human Resource Officer Christine Lovely, who could not be with us today. She sends her congratulations to the staff graduates tonight, and on behalf of the Employee Assembly and the Human Resources, I welcome you to the 28th Cornell Staff Graduate Reception. Here celebrating this evening are 23 staff members, some online, some here in the room, who have received collegiate degrees this year. Many of you are in the room with us, and some are joining us virtually. Before we go any further, please join me in acknowledging the Cornell Land Grant Acknowledgement. Cornell University is located on the traditional homelands of the Guyacono, the Cayuga Nation. The Guyacono are members of the Haudenosaunee Confederacy, an alliance of 6 sovereign nations with a historic and contemporary presence on this land. The Confederacy precedes the establishment of Cornell University, New York State, and the United States of America. We acknowledge the painful history of the Guyacono disposition and honor the ongoing connection of the Guyacono people, past and present, to these lands and waters. So commencement is such an exciting time. Many individuals that are here have been 24/7 students for the past several years. And you are ready to transition to your next phase of your lives, which is work. Not that you haven't already been working, maybe fully working. And I don't mean that you haven't been working, but I just mean you don't have to worry about school. So all of you today have had notably, what's that? Yeah. All of you have had notably different experiences than our more traditional students. I can relate to that. I was in the employee degree program from 1998 to 2004. I remember what it felt like to sit in your seat and I could just breathe a big sigh of relief that I didn't have to get up in the morning early and I didn't have to study and all that fun stuff. So I really do know the hard work and the sacrifices that you've made and that your family has made to be here, and the passion and the dedication you poured into receiving your degree. And for that, congratulations. For that reason, it is truly my honor and privilege to recognize you for reaching this milestone in your personal and professional lives. You manage the student and employee simultaneously. For you, your degree stands for more than the mastery of the field of study, and it is as important as that is, it's a sign of your dedication, strength, and that sacrifice. I know you had to make trade-offs to get to this point today, and you should be very proud of your accomplishments. Today, along with your Employee Assembly Chair, Erica Crowley, and your Employee Elected Trustee, Hey Depew, will be presenting the names of this year's graduates. We kindly ask that our graduates that are present here in the room today stand if you're able, and if not, please wave or indicate who you are when your name is called. Today, 2 educational benefit programs will be mentioned, and that is the Employee Degree Program and the Tuition Aid Program. The Employee Degree Program helps staff complete a degree with Cornell, while the Tuition Aid Program supports staff who complete their degrees through a different institution of higher education. Your names will be announced in alphabetical order and by last name, and I am going to start us off. All right, so our first graduate is Crystal Baldy, who is joining us virtually. Crystal received a Master's of Science in Legal Studies from Cornell Law, bringing over 7 years of dedicated service to the university. She currently serves as a legal documentation and due diligence specialist in the Office of University Investments. Crystal, you can clap all you want. I was going to say, I have no idea what that means. Crystal would like to thank her family, friends, coworkers, and classmates through her journey, as they have provided tremendous support. From regular check-ins, shared moments of joy, and encouraging conversations, she was able to push through challenges, making this achievement even more meaningful. Congratulations, Crystal. Our next graduate is Shamsi Bryn, who earned her Master of Business Education in EMBA Americas from Cornell's S.C. Johnson College of Business. Shamsi is the user experience designer for archives and has been with us for 5 years. She would like to thank her husband, who was a huge support of continuous encouragement and hope, as well as her supervisor, who provided flexibility and support while she juggled her workload. Shamsi would also like to give a shout out to her kids who grew alongside her and supported her by taking on more responsibilities at home. So very true. Congratulations, Shamsi. Our next graduate is Anthony Coffin Schmidt, who received his Master's of Engineering in Computer Science from Cornell's College of Engineering. Anthony works as a research technician, yay, in the College of Arts and Sciences Psychology Department, Lab of Neurobiology and Learning, and has been with us for 6 years. Anthony decided to pursue his degree because of his passion for research and saw the opportunity to contribute more meaningfully by developing skills in programming, data analysis, and research applications. He would like to thank his partner, Jeannie, who supported him throughout his studies, even while pursuing her own PhD. She somehow found the time and the energy to keep the household running, taking care of the kids and encouraging him to keep going. Anthony found daily inspiration in his children, Rowan and Ivan. I wanted to show them what perseverance looks like and that chasing your goals is worth it, he said. Congratulations, Anthony. Our next graduate is Hey Depew, who will be reading during the presentation today. Hey received her Master's of Business Administration from Cornell's Samuel Curtis Johnson Graduate School of Management. Hey is currently a financial compliance analyst for the Division of Financial Services and has been at Cornell for 10 years. What Hey appreciates most about working at Cornell and pursuing this degree are the opportunities to learn and grow, allowing her to collaborate with global students from various backgrounds. As the employee elected trustee, she reflects on this particular celebration by saying, "This is my favorite part of this experience and showcase how capable, motivated, bright, and hardworking our staff are." I couldn't agree more. To be able to juggle work, school, and oftentimes families, it is always admirable. Going through this experience and having seen how much pride staff have in their accomplishments has been very special. Congratulations, Hey. Our next graduate is Jamie Doss, who is joining us virtually. Jamie received a PhD in Higher Education Administration from the School of Education's St. Louis University. Jamie has been at Cornell for 3 years and is a talent acquisition partner for the Office of Talent Attraction, Recruitment, and Human Resources. Jamie chose this degree because of her passion for higher education and her desire to serve the community through service, scholarship, and teaching. Her hope is to continue to contribute to the field through her service, but to evaluate her contributions through scholarship. Jamie's biggest inspiration were her parents. I wanted to accomplish this goal while they were still with me so that they could see me get this degree and walk across the stage. I thought that was so special. She said they were able to witness this achievement and we continue to celebrate this milestone. Congratulations, Jamie, on this tremendous accomplishment. Our next graduate is Alicia Hilliard, who received an executive MBA from Cornell's Johnson School of Business. Yay! She is the Assistant Director of Service Management at Cornell Information Technology and has worked at the university for 7 years. Alicia credits her amazing supervisor, Beth Golzer, and Will Schultz, her champion employee, who was very supportive of her adjustment to changing her work approach over the last 2 years. She wants to shout out to her partner, Daniel, who supported her with his kindness and was a champion, keeping her going through the tough and the overwhelming times. Congratulations, Alicia. and we hope you take time to celebrate this accomplishment. I am now going to turn it over to Erica Crawley, Assistant Director of Student Conduct and Community Standards, who has served as the 2024-2025 Employee Assembly Chair, and ask her to come to the podium to announce the next group of graduates. Thanks for being here.
Thank you, Kathy. It's an honor to be here and recognize the fantastic work of my fellow staff members. Our next graduate is Udelka Ivory, who received an advanced family psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner certificate from the University of Rochester School of Nursing. She is currently a nurse practitioner at Cornell Health and has worked at the university for 2.5 years. Udelka decided to pursue this certificate because she cares deeply about the patient advocacy, health literacy, and health equity. In the last 5 years as a family nurse practitioner, she has seen with growing alarm the increased need of mental health services in primary care. By obtaining an additional degree and license, she hopes it will sharpen the skill sets needed to be a competent and compassionate provider in this area for the Cornell community. Thank you for your dedication to this field of study and keep up the tremendous work, Udelka. Congratulations. Our next graduate is Sarah Janice. Sarah received her MS in Disability Services in Higher Education from the Cooney School of Professional Studies. She is currently the Assistant Director and Disability Access Consultant with Student Disability Services at Cornell Health. Sarah shared, okay, we're gonna start that over. Sarah shared that working in disability services has been my passion and purpose over the past several years. Attending this program allowed me to build a network of classmates from around the world that helped me gain new perspective and develop my personal approach to creating access and inclusion. She would like to thank her husband, Dan, who encouraged her throughout the entire program at school and made dinner every night so she could work on her homework. I couldn't have done it without you. Congratulations, Sarah, and keep up the remarkable work. Our next graduate is Dr. Cassandra Pierre Joseph, who is joining us virtually. Cassandra received her Doctor of Education in Educational Leadership and Management from Drexel University School of Education. Cassie has worked at Cornell for 17 years and is currently the Director of Workforce Engagement in the Division of Human Resources, the Employee Experience team. She chose to pursue this degree because she wanted to better understand how to support the growth and well-being of adults in the workplace. I was drawn to the idea that learning is lifelong and that adults, especially workers, deserve environments where they can thrive, she said. Cassie would like to thank her parents and family for standing by her with unwavering love and prayers, reminding her of her strength on the toughest days. She would also like to give a special thank you to her grandmother, who recently passed away at 99 years old in Haiti, for always having an encouraging word for her. For Cassie, her Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority sisters, friends near and far, local community, co-workers, and supervisor were all a part of her journey, and she would like to say the following to them. I'm deeply grateful to each and every one of you for walking this path with me. Congratulations on this incredible journey, Dr. Cassie. Our next graduate is Quasi Joseph, who will be joining us virtually. Quasi received an executive MBA Metro from the Cornell's S.C. Johnson College of Business. Quasi brings almost 4 years of dedicated service to the university, currently serving as an urban garden specialist with Cornell Cooperative Extension in Harvest, New York. Quasi reflects on his journey by saying it was very tough and exhausting. However, he credits his wife, friends, the Cornell Men of Color Colleague Network Group, and coworkers for supporting him along the way. Kwesi's inspiration for completing this degree was his business, which he hopes to start after graduation. Congratulations, Kwesi, and good luck on all of your future endeavors, and keep us updated on that business. Mhm. Our next graduate is Tomer Joshua, who joins us virtually today. Tomer received his executive MBA from Cornell's Samuel Curtis Johnson Graduate School of Management. Tomer has worked at the university for 3 years and is currently the associate director of runway and spinouts for the Jacob Technion Cornell Institute. He recalls one of his favorite memories, traveling to Japan with his MBA cohort and witnessing the amazing culture, country, people, and cherry blossoms. Tomer would like to thank his partner, Jilly. I hope I said that right. I'm so sorry if I didn't. I would not be able to do it without her, he said. I'm also thankful to my bosses, Fernando and Israel, my colleagues, family, and team for their ongoing support. Congratulations, Tomer. Our next graduate is Joellen Lampman, who is joining us virtually. Joellen received a Master's of Science in Science Communication from Stony Brook University's School of Communication and Journalism. She has worked at the university for 11 years and is currently a community IPM extension support specialist for the Cornell Integrated Pest Management Program. I have no idea what you do. Joellen first pursued this degree because she wanted to learn the science of how to communicate complicated concepts and encourage changes that help people live safer and healthier lives. She says she could not have done this without the amazing support of her colleagues and family. Her colleagues gave her the space and encouragement needed, while her fellow classmates were also amazing, helping one another through assignments, feedback, and commiserating through assigned readings. Joellen would like to also give a special shout out to her husband, who ensured that she ate and slept enough. I acknowledge that he took the brunt of my sleep deprived state. She says, I promise to make it up to him. Congratulations, Joellen, and enjoy a restful and relaxing post-graduation. Our next graduate is Samantha McVeigh, who received a Master of Public Administration in Public and Nonprofit Management from Cornell's Jeb E. Brooks School of Public Policy. Say that 3 times fast. Samantha works as a program coordinator at Cornell's ILR school, serving under the Carroll unit. She's been with the university for 2 years now. Congratulations, Samantha. I will now invite employee elected trustee Hey Depew to read our remaining graduates.
Hi, everyone. This is my 3rd year attending the staff graduation, and it's also my 3rd year as the employee elected trustee. As I sort of alluded to before, this is my favorite part of the job, to join in celebrating the accomplishments of staff. One of the things I appreciate the most about working at Cornell are these opportunities to learn and to develop. Being able to take advantage of the employee degree program or the tuition assistance program helps staff realize their potential and provides support for them to learn more outside of work. Every time I attend one of these staff graduations, I'm really amazed at what staff can accomplish, and I'm so proud at what you have done and what you have sacrificed, the time away from family, from friends, to commit to your own development and growth. Today is just one day and one moment to be proud of in a long, bright professional future. Congratulations to everyone. You've done something really commendable. And with that, I'm going to continue to our next graduate. Our next graduate is Lauren Morgenstern, who is joining us virtually. Lauren received her Bachelor of Science in Marketing from Colorado State University's Global Campus. Lauren is currently the Associate Director of Class and Student and Young Alumni Programs at Alumni Affairs Class Programs. She has worked at the university for 13 years. With a background in art, storytelling, and visual communications, she chose marketing because it blends creativity and strategy, 2 things that come naturally to her. This field keeps pushing her to learn, adapt, and stay ahead. It's where creativity and purpose meet and where I see endless potential for impact. Lauren plans to celebrate her accomplishments by continuing to grow both personally and professionally. For me, it isn't a finish line. It isn't a finish line, she said. It's a commitment to becoming the best version of myself. Well said, Lauren. Congratulations. Our next graduate is Davy Zorinda, my friend, my colleague, my classmate. Who is receiving a Master's of Business Administration from Cornell's S.C. Johnson Graduate School of Management. Davies is a project manager of engineering and project management, facilities and campus facilities and campus services. He has been at Cornell for over 13 years. Davies chose this area of study to equip him with essential management, leadership, and strategic skills as he transitions into leadership roles. He managed a workload with support and encouragement from his spouse, not wanting to let his family or Cornell University down, and acquired a coffee drinking habit for a little to kick him in the rear. Congratulations. Our next graduate is John Osborne, who received a Master's of Professional Studies in Global Development from Cornell's College of Agriculture and Life Sciences. John is an aquaponics technician for SIPS-controlled environmental agriculture and has worked at the university for 6 years. Congratulations, John. Our next graduate is Ashley Percy, who received a Bachelor of Science in Communication from Cornell's College of Agriculture and Life Sciences. Ashley is currently the Director of Public Safety, Communications, and Technical Systems for the Division of Public Safety and has worked at Cornell for 13 years. She chose her degree after taking a few courses through the continuing education program and falling in love with the communication and technology course. This major and focus really spoke to my experiences in a 911 communication center. It just seemed like the right fit, she said. Ashley couldn't have done it without her family, friends, and her partner, who she said is the real MVP. He sacrificed the most while she spent events and weekends doing homework. Keep up the good work, Ashley, and congratulations. Our next graduate is Kate Ryder, who received her Master of Education in Learning. Cognitive and Development from Rutgers University. Kate works at the James F. Cunningham Assistant Director for the Engineering Student Project Teams and has been with us for 5 years. She reflects on the completion of her degree and says, "It was worth the wait. I love my job and love being able to choose classes that were interesting and relevant to what I was doing, and that satisfied my professional curiosity. Being able to top it all off by adding meaningful credentials to my resume motivated me to keep going." Kate would like to thank her family, who have been incredibly supportive and cheered her on each time she completed a course. She would also like to thank her supervisor for being flexible and understanding when she needed to complete coursework during the workday. To celebrate, Kate plans to gather with her team and also her husband and kids to acknowledge all the hard work she's put into this degree. In fact, Kate says having 10 plus hours of time back in my week is the best celebration. Congratulations. Our next graduate and my former boss, Basil Safi, who earned a master's of Engineering Management from Cornell's College of Engineering. Basil is an executive director at the Einhorn Center for Community Engagement and has been with us for 10 years. Having already received his first master's degree and his professional engineering license, Basil was looking for a way to complete his continuing education requirements for his license and decided to point all of his professional development toward his master's in engineering management. Basil wants to thank the tireless support of his wife, Amelia, who was a consistent partner in the pursuit of his degree. He also credits his supervisors, Vice President Catherine McComas, Vice Provost for Engagement and Land Grant Affairs, and Ryan Lombardi, Vice President for Student and Campus Life. Lombardi, who were both terrific at every step of the way. And congratulations, Basil. Our next graduate is Jamila Walida Simon. who received her master's degree from Cornell in 2010 with an MS in natural resources and just completed her PhD in global development from Cornell. Jamila work focuses on sharing the public value of research relationships with Black farmers. These relationships have helped to expand her work with agricultural organizations, and the lessons learned will be integrated into her new role as principal investigator for the 4-H CYFAR Let's Grow Urban Agriculture Through Community and Youth program. She shared, "It is my hope that my current and future research will continue to welcome invisibilized audiences to become more visible and to be welcomed into research relationships that will benefit both individuals and communities. Jamila Walida hopes to heal trauma as she marries academia and community to explore poverty, policy, and research." Congratulations. Our next graduate, my friend, my colleague, my classmate, Esther Soriano, who earned her executive MBA and master's in business administration from SC Johnson College of Business. Esther is an IT business relationship manager at the SC Johnson College of Business and has been at the university for 5 years. A special moment for Esther was during the residential session in April 2024 at Cornell Tech, when we took a picture of the entire executive MBA Americas cohort, knowing we were all together, supporting each other. I thought, wow, it's a lot of us on this journey, and we'll get to the line all together. Esther shared her inspiration during this process was curiosity and her commitment to learn, but in particular, my family, no doubt. They were there for me in the good times and then in the not so good times. I loved doing homework in the evenings with our youngest daughter, who started high school when I started the program. She totally inspired me when she would say, "Mom, do you have homework? Let's do it together." Congratulations, Esther. Our next graduate is Sarah Winters, who graduated with her Bachelor of Science in Business Management and Economics from SUNY Empire State. Sarah has worked at Cornell for 24 years and is currently a fellowship specialist in the Graduate School Fellowship and Funding Office. Sarah shared that as she was completing the final year at Empire State, her son was beginning his freshman year at Cornell. They often turned to each other for support and guidance. The journey to earning her degree has spanned 30 years and has been anything but a straightforward path. Sarah said, "As I reflect on what kept me moving forward, I keep coming back to a promise I made to my 18-year-old self. From a young age, I had a deep love of learning and a dream of being the first in my family to go to college. But as high school ended, I realized that attending full-time simply was not financially possible. Still, I didn't let go of that dream. Instead, I made a promise. I would earn my bachelor's degree even if it took me until I was 80. Today, I'm proud to say that I've kept that promise 32 years ahead of schedule." Congratulations. Our next graduate is Nicole Woodard, who is joining us virtually. Nicole received a Master's of Art in Organizational Psychology with a focus in change leadership from the Teachers College at Columbia University. Nicole is the Senior Associate Director for the SC Johnson College of Business, EMBA Career Development Program. She has worked at Cornell for 11 years. Nicole chose this specific program at Columbia because it is truly unique and tailored to working professionals. She wanted to ensure that her degree would be relevant to the work she does in career development and allow her to expand her impact. Nicole would like to send a special thank you to her supervisor, Jen Burns, and the entire EMBA Career Development team for their support. She also couldn't have done it without her husband, kids, who were her biggest supporters and always allowed her to put herself first. Congratulations, Nicole. Well done. Before we wrap up, we also want to acknowledge the following graduates who are not in attendance today: Amanda Anderson, Yu Kang, Bill Salone. Anyone else we might have missed? Please join me in a round of applause for all of our graduates. We applaud your amazing achievement. I will now ask Kathy back up for closing remarks.
Thank you, Hey. And sincerely, congratulations, everyone. We want to congratulate you again. It is truly a unique opportunity that we're able to experience Cornell through the lens of both as an employee and as a student. I know when I was doing it, I learned so much. I hope that you find ways to weave that new experience and empathy into your work as we continue to support our educational mission. Today is proof that the best staff choose Cornell and they use their benefits to expand themselves and their opportunities. Smart people. Congratulations on a job well done. As a token of our accomplishments, you will receive a free gift. They're on the table back there in the back, and you can take one on your way out. And please feel free to stay and enjoy more refreshments and food and mingle. And if you haven't already done so, Jerry, sitting over here, can take your picture in the atrium to capture the moment. So enjoy. And on behalf of President Kotlikoff and the Employee Assembly, the Human Resources Department, and myself, I want to thank you all for coming. And whether you are in person or online, we really appreciate it. This concludes our program, and enjoy the rest of your evening. I would like to say a thank you to Vale and Ashley and Jerry and anyone else who happened to work on this program. Michelle, thank you for all your hard work in putting it together.